Very good morning, all of you. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's session. Quick recap of yesterday's session. Yesterday, mainly we discussed about non-relational database and relational, the basic difference between that. Okay. Then what is SQL? Then why we have to use SQL, isn't it? Then some features about MySQL. Now, today we have to dive into the installation process. Now, in this installation also, yesterday I told you there are two components. One is MySQL Server. If you remember this MySQL Server is a program which is continuously running in the background, and its job is to take the client request and handle that client request and generate appropriate response, right? MySQL Server is the actual database management system. It is going to manage your tables, add records in it, delete record, update. It will retrieve and give you, provide security to your database, everything. So mainly this MySQL Server job is to take SQL commands and handle those commands and give appropriate response to the client. Correct? Now, how the client will be able to type the commands? We have to provide some environment to the client, and that is your MySQL workbench. Remember, MySQL workbench is not the DBMS. Getting? It is just a software. It's a UI provided to the client through which client can connect with the server. This workbench will connect with the server and client will be able to type the queries, see whatever database that client has created, what tables he has created. He can see the result of the query, errors, all that can be viewed in this software. So this part is the client UI. And always, whenever you want to work in Workbench, first you have to connect to the server. Once you have connected to the server, then you can start working in it. So now today we have to see how to install this both thing and then start working in the Workbench. Okay. Then we will be learning one by one all the categories of SQL command and each category with the commands, example, we will go on. And timely, based on whatever we have learned, we'll be solving exercises also. Okay. So quickly we will start with this part. So what is MySQL Server? Remember, this is only your actual database management system. So database server, where the data is stored, managed, and accessed. In short, all your SQL queries are processed by this MySQL server. All your tables are managed, providing security to the table. Everything is done by MySQL Server. And this is MySQL Workbench. MySQL Workbench is the UI. Remember, guys, this is just an interface provided to the client through which client will be able to interact with the server, will be able to submit queries, will be able to see the result of the query, errors, administration part, like can see how many databases he has created, how many tables in each database. Okay, so it is a visual tool used for database design, then the development, administration, management, all this thing client can do. And it is just a UI provided to the client. Every database management system, which are client server database management, not desktop based. Desktop based like FoxPro, DBase, Access, all these are desktop based. These are all client server based. Oracle also, if you consider, Oracle will have its Oracle server and it will give its client software. It's called as SQL Plus, I guess. If you go to Postgres, Postgres will also have its Postgres server service, and there will be one PSQL service, which is the client service. Get it? Now we will see one by one how to do it. If you already have, well and good. If you don't have, follow the steps. Now, if you don't want to do later, first you just want to observe and then do it. It's your choice, but do. Ultimately, please do. do hands-on. Otherwise, what happens is when the whole course is over and at the end, when I give you project, when I share the project file, that time you just come to me and say, I'm not able to solve it because I don't have hands-on experience. So that is your problem, guys. You didn't took hands-on experience that I cannot monitor, right or no? My request is please keep doing each and everything timely. Whatever commands we learn, whatever exercises I share, keep doing it timely. You will never face problem. Okay. Now, how to do this installation? So you have to go to the official website, mysql.com. So go to MySQL official website. There, go to download section. There will be one tab for download. In that, go for MySQL community download. These are GNU public license. GNU means G is again GNU, not Unix. It's a recursive full form. Open source community, so we'll not go into much detail. So MySQL community download. There will be a link. Click on it. It will give you a list of softwares which you can download. From that, you select MySQL community server. Get it? MySQL community server. Why they call it? Because it's an open source product. All open source products are called as community product or for the community by the community. Get it? To choose MySQL community server, select the version and click download. Once it is downloaded, you install it. After the installation is complete, it will ask you for the configuration, database configuration, where you have to
Which
set. Pardon?
which version we have to select?
I'll come to it. I'm showing you all this. I'm just first giving the list and then I'm going to give the demonstration. I'm going to do it for you as well. I'm not just reading the instructions. Okay. So once that is done, installation is done. At the end, it will ask you for the configuration where you have to set the admin password. So you please set it. Don't try to modify the other things like port number, IP address, and all. Generally, if you're doing it on your local system, no need to do. Okay, so I'll show you. See here, we will just start with another Chrome. I'll just go to mysql.com. Okay, this is the mysql.com official website. You can see here at the end everywhere Oracle is doing its marketing. Why? Because they have taken over this MySQL in 2010. Now go to downloads. In downloads, as I said, MySQL community downloads. Now you'll get the list of softwares which you can download. We are going to install community server. Getting? Now this latest one, this is given, but it's up to you. Prefer using this long-term support, the LTS version. In my machine, this 8.4 is supported. So I take this. You can try with this 9 point also, but prefer using this LTS version. It's called as a long-term support version. Maybe this version, which is 26 point, may get replaced with the next one or whatever, but this will be available for a long time. In my system, this is working, so I'll take this. You can try with this 9 as well. Okay. And take the installer. Now, I'm sure you are not interested with the whole source code and all. So just you can download this installer. Okay. So I hope you got with the query was there, which version. So you can take 8.4 also or 9 point. Okay. Now, as my laptop is quite old, so it is supporting this version. The next one I tried, it was not working fine. So I prefer this one. I think you, in your systems, this will work 9.7. Okay, so I'll download this. When you download, there's no need to do all this login and all. Just no thanks, start my download. Okay, now how fast it will get downloaded depends on that side server request, how much is there, as well as your internet speed, everything depends. Okay, now can you see the download is complete? I'm assuming you all are on Windows system. If you are on Mac, accordingly, you have to follow accordingly the procedure. Okay. Like in Linux and all, many times it comes inbuilt MySQL and all. If you're using Linux based systems, I'll click on this. Okay. I am showing you the whole installation process. See, once I click on it, you'll get this dialog. One dialog will be popped up. Just click next. Accept the terms and license agreement, which we usually accept it. There's no option. Many times we don't read what is given here. Okay. Next. And we'll select the typical one only. No need to go for. And whatever is there in our course, everything we can develop it in this typical version. Okay. So I'll click on this typical and click install. Now let it get over. Then after this installation is complete, then you have to set the root password. So that will do it. And then we will move to the workbench installation. Okay. Okay.
For
Someone has,
9.7, it requires the Visual Studio.
so you have to install that as well. It's not there generally in every machine. It's already installed. So you have to do that installation as well. Okay. I'll just click this yes. For 8 also it will ask because it needs that. But in every machine that Visual Studio generally is installed, no, then you have to first install that part as well. Okay. See now, once this part is done, at the end, it will ask like run MySQL configurator. Please keep that tick because we have to set the password. Otherwise, then separately will manually setting will be a difficult process. Okay. To run MySQL configurator, this check mark you keep and click finish. Okay. Yes. Let me just check. Okay. See, this configurator will start. Next, where your data will be saved and all that. If you want, you can keep it standard only. No need to change. The port number where MySQL is listening to the client. Please remember this port number is nothing with the hardware pin number. It is just a virtual number announced by MySQL. And usually those who are full stack developer and all, generally they need all this thing. Now you're just learning SQL. So this doesn't matter to you people, the port number and the IP address and all those things. Just click next. And now you can set the administration password. Whatever password you want, it's called as a root password. Okay. So I have set root only. Though it is weak, but okay, I've just set root. The username is root. Root is the admin. And then password also I have set as root. Okay. After that, if you want, you can create multiple users, then those users can log in and then they also can create database. So now we are going to do it directly in the admin role. Okay, next, nothing special. I'm not going to change anything, whatever standard things are there. Then if you want some sample database, then they have provided two. Okay, these two databases are there in which they'll provide you the standard tables. In the tables, already the records will be there. Okay, so for study purpose, if you want, you can take this tick mark. Ready-made two databases you'll get. If you don't want, no need. Getting it? Generally, I don't take because we are going to do on our own only. And finally, next and last, click on this execute. Once you click on execute, all these steps will take place. Okay. Now, yesterday someone had asked, can we do it online on the machine you don't want to install and all? There are some online compilers. You can just simply ask to your Google also that can I run MySQL queries online? It gives you the list of online platforms. There are many, but there you don't have to create database. Directly you can start creating your But I doubt like whether those platform remember your sessions on. Means whatever you have created, does it remain for the next time? Okay, so this part is done. And then click next and finish. Okay, now one part is done. You can give me quick confirmation, guys, that whether you're done with the server installation so that we can move to the workbench installation. Then we will get a feel of working in that workbench by giving you some sample queries, and then we will start learning each queries one by one. Okay, means each type of commands the for what it is, then the examples based on it. Okay, okay. So can you give me quick confirmation that whether this server part installation is done or it's going on, or you're going to do it later, or you have already done whatever, but please interact. Yes, guys, I'm waiting for a response from your side. If it's going on, the installation is going on, at least tell me that. Yes, my install.
Yes, Ajit, I am installing the Visual Studio. After that, I will
Okay,
inform you.
okay, no problem. That you have to, but okay, maybe like you don't do any other programming and all. Like, generally,
Mm,
that Visual Studio and all that gets installed on every machine. And by default, it's there anyways. ठीक है. So can you give me confirmation so that we can
yes,
proceed?
yes, I will inform
Others
you.
also, others also, like others, Kuldeep, Girish, Chinna.
Yes,
I don't know others have joined today or no. Okay, so now we will go to Workbench installation because without Workbench, client, how client is going to interact. So this is a user interface, a visual interface provided to the client. There is one more called MySQL client, but it's a console base. Okay, to better install Workbench. See, go to MySQL again, official website. Again, the same thing, go to downloads, then click on community downloads. And in the list of softwares, you'll get MySQL Workbench. Click on it, download and install. Here, there is no special settings or anything. Get it? So you just download and then follow the instructions. Okay. See, quickly we will also do. Now, actually, if you are in this page, where the last page where your community server downloaded, from here also, if you just go two page back, you'll get the list of software. See, just two page back, if you go, you'll get the same list. And if this page is gone, then I already told you, you can start with MySQL. Okay, downloads, then community downloads, and then select this workbench. Okay, here there is no need of uh, version and all. It's a standard one single version available, the latest one. Okay, and then directly click on downloads. Okay, the installer. When I click on download, again the similar page. No need to create account and all. Just click no thanks, just start my download. Okay, now it will start the workbench installer. Now I told you how fast it will get downloaded and all. Many factors are there. Okay. Now this workbench installer is also downloaded. I'll just click on it. Okay. Then next, if you want to change this location where the installation is to be done, you can change this. By default, these are the default locations where it gets installed. But if you want to change the location, you can change. It's up to you. Okay. And I'll select the first one only, that is complete. Next. Okay. Install button will come. Click on that install. Okay. I hope you're able to hear me. Huh? Initially, someone said your voice is low. Okay. The installation will go. Then once it is done, then we will start working in it. So initially what I'll do, I'll just give you a feel of it. Don't worry about the commands. Just type some commands just to get a feel of working in Workbench. And then one by one, we will start discussing each and every command. Okay? Okay. Let it get installed. I hope others are trying, or I hope others have already installed. Many people have already, because those who have just completed with their academics and now they've entered into the industry. So they might be having, because in many academic courses, MySQL is there. Like nearly for engineering they keep no SQL databases also. They have a big data systems also, Hive, Edgebase, and all those things in Pune University, because I'm mostly associated with Pune University. Okay, so let it get completed. Now, immediately we'll not enter into this topic, that is types of SQL command. First, we will get some feel of working in Workbench. Let it get over. Then what I'll do is first I'll create one simple database. Then we'll create one table in it. Then we will add some records in it. We'll view those records. Okay, so I'll just give the command. Don't worry about the commands, because each and every command in detail, again, we are going to learn. Okay. Now, in initial stages, our process will be the same. We will be learning commands. We will be practicing that command and solving exercises. And at the end, once we are done with all the commands, then you'll start solving some scenario-based questions. Okay. Now, if the installation is done, I'll just click finish. And then it is saying, shall I launch that workbench? So if you have clicked this, it will automatically launch. Okay. It will start with workbench. But suppose like if you have stopped it and now again you want to start workbench. I hope you know it. You can search from here. Okay. If you search workbench, like this workbench, just WRK, it will show you workbench. Click on it. Okay. First, what you do is you can create and keep one connection string for you. And then using that connection, when you click on it, it will ask you for the username password. The username is by default root and password what you have set for that root. So it will get connected with MySQL server. Remember, this is just the workbench. you can see your server is also running in the background. If you want to see, you can just click on services. Means you type services. Okay. If I show you the list of services, so in this, whatever services are running in the background, you'll see in this category, MySQL 8.4, that server is currently running. If you want to stop, you can. When you click on it, here you can click stop, restart, pause. Why? Because that is a program continuously running in background. So it is taking memory and all. So sometimes if you are not working in MySQL, so you can stop and keep it. Now, if you want to start working in you can manually start it. So sometimes that happens. What happens is you people stop and keep it, and now you directly start connecting to Workbench, and the connection fails. Why? Because your server is not running. So that one troubleshooting you have to remember, because it has happened. Students, what they do, directly start Workbench, they click and the connection fail, and then they directly paste it in the group. Sir, this is not starting. Why? So first troubleshooting is you check whether your MySQL server is running or not. The moment they start, the error go. Getting? So that are sometimes some silly things. Like, okay? Now these are the connections which I created for previous batches. Now suppose for your batch, I'll create one. Any name to just identify. Okay, whatever you want. I'll give learn SQL uh, August 8 to 9 a.m. Something like that I'm giving. Okay, and just click OK. Now, if I click on it, it will ask you for the password. This is an admin password. Means we are initially logging through admin. Then if you want, you can create another users and then you can log through that users. But creating new users, right is to this admin. Correct. So our course is not diving into those part. Our course is mainly focusing on uh, the creation of tables, adding records, deleting, joins, window functions, complex queries, and all. So based on that, I'll just type my password. I have set root only. So I'm giving that root password only. Okay. Okay. See, you'll get it. Many times, like initially, first time when it is starting, maybe this administration tab you may see. Okay, so there are two tabs, one administration and one schemas. Schemas means designs. So it will show you how many database you have created, the tables in that database, the description of each table. Okay, so this is clear. Now this environment is coming here. Here you have to type your queries and execute it. Okay. So now what I'll do is some few commands I'll type. Don't worry about the syntaxes and all. We are going to learn. Don't worry, guys. Now just I'm giving a feel of using this environment. Okay. So first step, what we have to do is create database. Okay. Now you'll say, what is database? You can say database is like a namespace or it's like a container of your tables. Means all your tables belong to database. And likewise, you can create any number of databases. Okay. So database acts like a namespace or it acts like a container of your tables, like your office bag. So your office bag is a container of many things. Your laptop, your so many things are there inside it. So all that are holded by what? Your bag. So all the tables belong to database. So first what I'll do is I'll create database. If the font is too small, you can just press Control and mouse wheel up. If you're just doing mouse wheel up, pressing Control, it will get, the font will get increased. See, create database and whatever database name you want to give. Like I'm giving testDB. Remember, create is a command, create is a keyword, database is a keyword. These both are reserved words. And as they are reserved word, you cannot use it for any other purpose, guys. Correct? But it is case insensitive. MySQL, or rather SQL, is case insensitive. It doesn't matter you have to type in uppercase or lowercase because some languages are there, like C or Java, if you take. There, the keywords are to be written in lowercase only. No such rule. Yeah, you can type this whole thing in capital, doesn't matter. So create database and name of the database. Name of the database is not reserved. It is human provided. Correct? So it's like a noun. Like in English, we have nouns. Nouns are not reserved. No? Nouns are human created. Correct? So now we can build anything what you want. But these are reserved words. Like in English, we have reserved words. No? Verbs are there, articles are there, adjectives are there, articles like a and the. So that are reserved. You cannot use it for anything else. Same. To create database, database name. I'll select this whole command and click on this run button, that is execute, or control enter. You can even press control and enter. If you press control enter, then also this command will get executed. Okay. But you have to select it, which command you want to run. Now, suppose I click on it. Down you can see the effect. Remember, from here, this command has gone to MySQL server. This is just the workbench. You type the command. Now this command is, and before typing, we have established the connection. Getting? Now we have typed the command. Execute. The command is submitted to MySQL server. MySQL server will run the query and give the appropriate response. Getting? So it is giving a response that the database is created. Now you really want to check the database is created or no. Here you have this refresh button. In the left tab, this left side, there is one refresh button. If you click on it, can you see it is showing the name of your database? So as many databases you create, the list you will see here. Okay. Now I want to create a table inside this database. Okay. So first I have to switch in it. Now, same process is there in Postgres also. Like in Postgres also we create the database, then we connect to that by giving \c and then the name of that database. Correct? Here, instead of that command, here we have use command. Use test db. Because unless and until you switch in that database, it will not understand under which database these tables are to be created. Because afterwards, now you're going to create a table. So MySQL doesn't understand under which database this table should go. Correct? So you created the database, but now you have to say that this is my active database now. So you have to switch in that. So you say use testdb. See, it's selected, run. Immediately you can see here, this testdb, this name has become bold and a darkly. Means now you are active in that database. Okay. At any point, if you have doubt, you can ask me, guys. Okay. Or just you want to watch and you can simultaneously do it. But request is please do. Just don't watch the sessions. Okay. Please do it practically. Because after this, the whole course is practical only till the end. Till the end, till you don't complete with your capstone project. Everything is hands-on. Okay? So, and unless and until you do it, you don't become confident. Okay? That is the role of everything, like not only in programming. Everywhere, the rule is same. If you consider Lata Mangeshkar got Bharat Ratna, so within one day she didn't become Lata Mangeshkar. She devoted so much of her time, and then she became the master and reached till such place where no one can compare, right? Therefore, she was awarded with that, right? You call Sachin as god of cricket, so within one day it was not, right? Or no, he has given lot. So I'm not saying you devote so much time. At least you do simultaneously along with me more than sufficient. Correct? And whatever exercises I share, please try to solve it. Okay? So use that database. Now what I'll do is I'll create one table. So for creating table, there is a command called create. We start with the keyword create only. But what you are going to create, a database or a function or a procedure, what? So that is the next keyword. So we are going to create a table. Both are keyword. And then name of the table, whatever you want. Suppose I'm giving EMP or employee. Remember, this is the user given name. Okay. So this is a user given name. So whatever name user want can give, generally give meaningful according to the need or purpose. Okay. So I'm creating the table. I'm giving name to that as employee. Then I'll add some columns in it. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to type it on the next line or something. Same line also you can continue. Get it? So open bracket, then I'm typing on the next line, employee ID, data type is integer, means it is telling that in this column, you're going to store integers only. Get it? All data types, everything is going to come. Please don't bother, guys. Okay? Now, just we are getting a feel of this environment. Then again, I'm going to start with the classification of commands, everything, what are DDL, DML, everything. Then in general, what is the syntax of create table? What are different data types? Everything in sequence we are going to learn. Don't worry. Okay? So I'm creating one column ID with the data type integer. Then one constraint I'm giving called primary key. Now, if I give primary key means it will not allow duplicate values and null values in this ID. So in ID column, null value won't be allowed and duplicates also won't be allowed. All the values will be unique. Unique in the sense you're understanding. No repetition allowed because you have given primary. Then one more column I'm making name. Its data type I'm creating varchar 50 suppose. Okay? It is a variable character, maximum capacity 50. And one more column, suppose salary, I'll keep it float. Okay, floating point. Now this open round, close round. Okay, and then the command is over. Every command ends with semicolon. Means it indicates that semicolon is the end of the statement. Like in English, we complete the statement with dot, sometimes exclamation, sometimes question mark, depending on the type of statement, isn't it? So we are creating a table, name is employee. These are the three columns, ID, name, salary. They are data types. One is integer, next is varchar, float. Okay? I'll select this and click on run. Okay? Down you can see the response that the table is created. If you want to cross verify, see again, you can refresh here. The moment you refresh, can you see your tables? One arrow has come. Click on that arrow. Can you see here one employee table? If you click on that table, you'll see the description of the table this side. ID, integer, primary key, name, varchar 50, salary, float. Get it? Now the table is created. Now we will add records in it. Some records are to be added. Okay. So how to add record? So there is one insert command. Insert into employee. And you can observe all these commands are more of like talking in English. And that was only the origin. In 1970, when IBM designed this concept of SQL, their research project was that only. Like user will talk with the DBMS as if it is talking with some human, but it is not much closer. It is more close to formal, means in a mathematical model. Okay, so insert into table name values, and in round bracket you have to give the list of values. Observe here, we are putting comma after every column, comma, comma. Okay, so insert into employee values, and then you can give the list of value. Suppose I'm giving one, okay? Then I'm giving names, okay? Ram Verma, salary 4500 to Sita Kumari 6500, okay? Three, right? As many records you want. This is one record. And in one record, there are three values. So these three values are related to each other. Therefore, in relational database management, every table is called as a relation. So one is related to Ramvamba is related to 4500. So one record, comma, next record, comma, as many records you want. Like one more record, if I put, okay, and if you're done with it, put semicolon. Okay, and now you can select this, run this. It can show here, it shows you, you can see the responses which you have got from MySQL server, that four rows affected. Get it? Now, if you want to see all these records, really in my table, the records have gone or no, then I'll issue this command, select star. Star means all columns I want. Which columns you want, that also you can list out. If you want all column, you can give star. Then from which table? Employee table, semicolon. If you want to do filtering and all, then where clause you add. If you want to apply aggregates, then so many things, guys. Lot many things to learn. We are just on the third session. Getting? Lot things are there. हिंदी में कहते हैं दिल्ली अभी दूर है तो और बहुत कुछ सीखना है. Lot of things you have to learn. ठीक है? So here I'll select this and I'll click on this. See, is it giving you the list of all the commands? Sorry, all the records, ID, the name, and the salary. If you try to add one more record with the same number, it will give an error. It will give error that duplicate key. Okay, so all that we'll learn when we will learn all the types of keys and all. There will be one separate topic on foreign key, primary key. Okay, so we'll be learning all that things. Now I've just given you a feel of working in this workbench. Okay, so you can just give me quick confirmation if you are done with it or you have tried it along with me. Confirmations needed, guys, from your side. There has to be a two-way communication. Otherwise, at the end, it will be just a monotonous thing. I'll just come and complete my work and just I'll finish up with the 30 session. This should not happen. Okay? Both side communication should be there. Sure. From your side, I'm waiting for the response.
Understand.
Okay, so you have tried it. Have you tried it? Means you have
Yes, yes.
sure. Others also, those who have joined, please keep.
No, yes, we understand, Ajay.
Okay. Okay. So we will proceed further. Okay. Now we have to start these learning these commands one by one. Okay. One by one, we will systematically learn. So first, what we'll do is we'll just see what are the classification of commands. Okay. So all the commands in SQL are categorized into five main categories. It is same concept in natural language also. Like if you're learning English or Hindi, there also they categorize the statements like personification, irony, whatever are there. So some statements you write with a question mark, some statement you write with an exclamation, some you complete with a dot, some you put it in double quote, right on. So SQL is also a language, so therefore they also have categorized their commands. One first category is data query language. or also called as DQL, data query language. Okay. Now, in this category, one basic command comes, that is select. And then there are a lot of variations of it. Select with from, select from with where, then with, means to select only, then you will attach from. After that, you will attach where clause, then you will attach group by, then having, then order by, then limit, then in that only joins. So there are many variations of select. So our major time will be devoted, not spent. You should say invested. So major time will be invested in learning select. And in interviews also, maximum queries are asked related to select only. So select is the basic command, but along with that, there are many clauses. Like with select, there will be a from clause, where clause, then order by, then group by, then having. Okay, so all will learn. But what is data query language is? It is for retrieving the record and showing it to the end user. That's what now I did. You remember at the last I wrote select star from employee. So that is a DQL command, data query language. So this is a command used for retrieving the information from the data. Means you're querying. Querying means you're asking some information, okay, to the database and then through the database management system. And your database management system, from the database, it is retrieving the records and presenting it to the end user. That is Workbench. Okay, so retrieval is up to you. Like you want all row, all column, or you want all row but selected column, or only selected row, or you want to apply some aggregate on all the rows and get a single value. Many way you can retrieve the data. Correct? So first category I hope is clear. That is DQL. In that the basic command is select, and it is for retrieving the information from the database. Means you're asking for the information to the database management system, and database management system is fetching the values from the database and presenting that values to the end user. Okay. Then second category is DML, also called as data manipulation language. Now in this, the main three commands come. One is insert, which we just now used to add four records. If you have seen, I added four records. So for adding that, I have used insert query. It comes under data manipulation. So insert is there, then delete we have, then we have update. Okay. These commands are for doing changes in the database, doing modification in the database, like adding new records or deleting the existing records or modifying the existing records. For that we'll use. Again, that is data manipulation. Then the third category is data definition. Okay. This is very important because from here only the whole process start. Correct. Means using DDL commands only the whole journey will start. Okay. This is for defining your tables. Means the schema or design you can say. Okay. So the design of your table will be done through DDL, data definition language. Okay. Like creating the table, which I did today, creating database. Then I created table. Then when I create a table, I gave the name of the table, what columns will be there, their data type, their constraint. Then suppose for fast retrieval, you want to add index on the table. So you can create index. Then suppose you want to change the schema. Like first you created a table employee with ID, name, salary. Later you realize that one age column or one phone number column is also to be added. So you can add. Or sometimes you realize this column is of no use. You can remove the column. Correct? So alter command is there. Alter for changing the schema. Alter is not manipulating the records. They don't go under DML. Alter is for changing the design of the table. Correct? So alter command, create table command, all come under DDL category. Okay? Then we have DCL, that is data control language. In this, authentication and authorization. Okay? Authentication means validating whether the user is legal or not by accepting the username, password, okay, and verifying that whether that username password is correct or not. Then you get the entry to work in the database, right? So that is called as authorization. Sorry, authentication. Okay. Then creating new users, creating under admin user, you can create other sub users and all. So for that also commands are given. But as I said, our course is mostly going to focus on that SQL, which will be helpful for data engineers, data analysts and all. From the DBA perspective, this course is not designed. Okay? So generally those commands are specially helpful for the administrators and all. But commands are given. And in that only authorization is also there. Like you are the user, the main user, and you have created your tables, different tables. So you are the owner of that table. Now you want to give the privilege of accessing this table to another user. Correct? The other user also will be able to see your tables, or it depends on what privilege you have given. Okay, so suppose one user wants to give the privilege to other user to view the database. Then for that also they have given commands like grant. So when one user grants the privilege to another, now the another user will be able to see your tables and all. Which privilege depends whether you have given select privilege or insert privilege or delete. You can take that privileges back. That is called as a revoke command. Correct? So all they come under data control language. Okay. And then we have one last one, that is transaction control. This is also specially full stack developers and all, they make the use of it. So transaction control language. In this, which type of commands come, I'll tell you. But first of all, what is a transaction? Transaction is a sequence of operations done on the database in some period of time. Means from one period of time till another period. One duration, one time one till time two. Okay. In some period of time, whatever operations you are doing on the database, this is your storage. Yeah, the tables are there, right? So you are doing some operations on that tables in some period of time will be called as one transaction. Okay. Now default what happens is whenever you issue any one command, it will immediately reflect it on the secondary. Secondary means the permanent storage, which now we have done it on the local machine, but this can be cloud based also. This whole thing is stored on the cloud. Okay. But somewhere permanent storage is there. So whenever you issue one command, immediate the change are reflected here. Like you have done some insert or some update or delete. It is reflecting immediately in the secondary. So default in MySQL, the changes happen immediate. It is immediate update technique. Getting? But sometimes if you observe, doing changes immediately can be time consuming. Even it will deteriorate the life of your secondary storage because that many times you're accessing the secondary. And as much more the access to the secondary, the wear and tear of the secondary is more, the life is deteriorating. So instead of immediately doing the changes, you can do in a batch base. Like you do all the operations one after another in the primary memory. Getting whatever changes are happening in the primary. And at the end, everything once only you are reflecting here. Getting after one batch, you have decided this is one complete batch. So once that complete batch is over, that changes you will once only reflect in the secondary. Till then, everything is happening in primary. So that is called a deferred update. not immediate update. Correct? So in that case, what you have to do first, you have to start with the transaction. Okay. Then you do the operations. Whatever operations are happening, they are happening in primary memory. And then you can call commit. And when you call this commit command, commit is a command coming under this TCL category. So when you call commit, that time all the changes from the primary are reflected in the secondary. Till then, all the things were happening in primary. So in a batch form, it is doing. Understanding? Like from my town place, like I'm staying in PCMC and I have to do some work in Pune city. Getting? So anyway, so long I have to go. So obviously first I collect all the work which I have to do there. Like, so I'll collect like I want to do work one, work two, work three, work four. All I'll first collect, then I go there, complete all work and then come. Instead of going for one work, do it, come back. Then again I'll go for second work, come back. So every time for each work, I'll all the way travel, do the work, come back. Next work, I'll all the way travel, come. Instead of that, what I'll do, I'll group my all the works, whatever I have to do, and then I'll collect all the work, like I have to do this work, this work, this work. Then I'll go, I'll complete all the work and then only come. Understanding in a batch form I'm doing instead of doing each work one by one. So the same thing. So commit will transfer everything from primary to secondary. Get it? And suppose you have not issued command, commit, and you're doing activity and somewhere failure occur. So you want to undo this all. So you can use rollback. Okay. Then till where to roll back. So you can fix some save points. Okay. So till the latest save point only it will roll back. So save point, roll back, commit, these all come under TCL category. Correct. So this way the classification of the commands are done. There are 5 classifications. All this in detail tomorrow on the slides we'll read. But please remember these 5 categories. One is data query. Second is data manipulation. Third is data definition. Fourth is data control. And fifth is transaction control. Okay, so if you are clear with this 5, please give me confirmation. Okay, and all these 5 on the slide one by one, we will go through it and then we will start learning each commands one by one. How to